interrupt. So once again, welcome aboard. This is the Leadership TKO Live Night Show. So we're live on Facebook. We're live on Spreaker, connected to iHeartRadio. We're also live over at the Leadership TKO Station.com's website. And so I want to welcome everyone here to the show. Now, we normally go live with this show at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time every evening. But like I said, we have some festivities going on tonight that I do not want to interrupt or block. So I want to make sure that I shared this information with you. Just going to be here brief. We do have a specific topic matter that we're going to cover. But here's what I do want to tell each and every one of you. The goal and the aim behind this particular show is to empower leaders like yourself with the ability to win from the inside out, growing your influence, your impact, and your income. That is the goal behind this particular show. And so what I want to invite you to do, before we dive into specifics, I want to invite you to love the stream. All right, hit the little love button. Also, number two, go ahead and share your thoughts, comments below in the comment section. And then lastly, you can definitely share this stream on your timeline, groups, fan pages, wherever you feel led to sharing it, so that we can be a blessing to more and more people. So again, appreciate each and every one of you here. What I am specifically going to do as well is I am going to host a watch party at the same time. I'm going to practice what I preach. All right, so bear with me a little bit as I set this up as well. And I actually put this watch party on in a specific group. We got to make sure we be aware of the volume as it goes. All right, so it sounds pretty good. So let's go ahead and greet those ladies there. Good evening, ladies. So welcome aboard, everybody. So we're live in a group on Facebook as well. So you should be seeing my screen right now, guys. I'm just going to be bringing some information to you, sharing some information that as I receive the information and as I learn, I want to share it with you. But you can definitely check out the topic that I've given this particular episode tonight with this Leadership TKO Live Night Show. And the topic that I gave it is wealth building. Okay, wealth building. Are you really winning or are you losing? Okay, are you really winning or are you losing? Now, most people, in order for us to really provide for our families and ensure that we have what we need to have steady revenue coming in, right? But at the same time, we're also focusing in on the future as far as where we want to be, how we want to really provide for our children and create and leave a legacy for them as well. So not only must we pay attention to where we are today, but also have an idea as to where we want to be in future weeks and months and years ahead. We want to have a foundation laid for our children and our children's children, right? So we need to become educated. Simply put, we need to be educated about money. Okay, educated about money. And I have this screen before you right now for a reason. Because I want you to understand that we, when we're coming up as kids, I remember, of course, knowing how to spend this, but also at the same time seeing my mom and family relatives trying to save this as well. We were told to get a little piggy bank, put it in the piggy bank, or get a bank account, get a savings account in the traditional banking system. And so I want to ask a big question, whether you truly were educated about what this really is. Because I'm just going to give you a couple of nuggets or two about what this truly is that's in my hand. What is this? Okay, what truly is this? If you see what this is, you can see along the top of it, right? It says Federal Reserve Note. Look along the top. Right here. Federal Reserve Note. Now, do you know what a Federal Reserve Note is? You see, you go to work for this, right? You have a job and you're exchanging hours of your life for this. Because, of course, we spend this so that we can provide for our family. And that's exactly what the purpose of this is, to spend it. But if you're really trying to prepare for future, crises, things that may come up, things that may happen, you want to save for the future, this is a no-go. Meaning this is not the best tool to use to be able to save in. And so I want to explain to you why this is not the best tool to use. And so I want to educate you just a bit. Let's take a look at what this says, okay? I'm going to skip around just a little bit. I'm going to read certain portions, and I want to encourage you to definitely visit the website. So if you all are watching this and you want the website link to review this for yourself, let me know. I will share this with you. But here is what it says. Okay, here is what it says. All right. See, the major items on the liability side of the Federal Reserve balance sheet are Federal Reserve notes, also known as U.S. paper currency, right? And the deposits that thousands of depository institutions, the U.S. Treasury, and others hold in accounts at the Federal Reserve banks. Okay, the Federal Reserve banks. See, the expansion of Federal Reserve assets that has resulted from the aggressive response to the current financial crisis. Did you know that we're in a current financial crisis? Were you informed? Did a relative inform you that we are in a financial crisis? Does anybody in your household know that we're in a financial crisis? Open your eyes to see what's going on. It says here, historically, so for decades and many, many, many years, Federal Reserve notes, that's this right here, have been the largest liability on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. The largest liability. We're not talking about an asset. We have to understand what the difference between assets and liabilities are. It says, even according to the Federal Reserve System, who created these, of course, remember, the government didn't create this. The Federal Reserve System produces this, prints this, and enables the governments to be able to utilize it, of course, and manipulate it at the same time. But let's talk about this a little bit more here, okay? Liabilities, though, look at what it says. These notes here that you work so hard for, these notes is the largest liability on the Federal Reserve's balance sheet. This is a liability. Do you know what a liability is? Okay, well, if you don't know what a liability is, let's talk about it. Let's talk about a liability, all right? Look at this. Now, I'm just, of course, Googling it, and you can do the same thing that I'm doing. Since this is a liability, and many of you are going to work for this, you're working 2 jobs for this, you're working 3 jobs for it, you might have 2 side hustles for it, right? You're working hard for it, okay? A liability is a person. Let's look at the second option here. A person or a thing whose presence or behavior is likely to cause embarrassment or put one at a disadvantage. Do you know that this is putting you at a disadvantage? This here that you're working hard for, that you know as money, that many of you are trying to save in the bank, this is putting you at a disadvantage. That is putting you at a disadvantage. It's a liability. Liabilities, remember, it takes away from your net worth. It causes money to exit your life. It does not impact or help you to enhance your net worth or help you to make money at all. Liabilities take away from your ability to do that. So if you're steady out there working, trying to stack these in a bank, knowing that you're not going to really benefit or win by having this sitting in a bank, okay, or even just stacking this at all because it's losing its value, right? It's losing its value and it's a liability. It's no longer backed or linked or connected to gold, which it used to be in 1971, right? Unfortunately, that relationship was broken and severed. So now you're left with this, which is a Federal Reserve note, a liability. And a liability puts you at a disadvantage. How do you then win? How do you win in this scenario? Well, the best thing that I know about and that I learned is that you can actually now Exchange this liability note, exchange it for what it was intended to give us and the intention that this was supposed to give us, right? Gold. Gold. You see in the middle of that right there, okay? 24 karat. There might be a little bit of a glare. 24 karat gold in the middle, right there. If you can see it, let me put it on that side. Okay? Right in the middle. 24 karat, 999.9 pure bullion gold. You exchange it. And that's what, for example, over 800,000 people around the world are plugged into this money system that's helping us to restore the gold standard, not just, of course, for the entire, the entire population, not by the government. The government is not doing it, but now we can take control over our own household's economy. We can now restore the gold standard back to our own home. You can gain control. You see, my husband and I, we gained control about 3 years ago. We restored the gold standard back to our home. We're stacking these now. We're saving in gold, which is an asset, and not saving this, which is a liability, putting you at a disadvantage. You need to have an advantage, and the advantage is getting gold, exchanging gold, actually exchanging dollars, liabilities, for gold, which is an asset. All right? That's what you want to do. And see, the reason why you want to do this is because right now, the value of gold is on a rise. And I definitely want to share with you a post that I made recently on my timeline that shows this, okay? And I took this off the internet, quite recently. Look at this. Look at this, right? The value of gold has superseded and gone over $1,600 an ounce. It's now over $1,600 an ounce. So back in 2011, it used to be round about $1,100 an ounce. Now, today, $1,600 an ounce. Winning. So if you were sitting your money in a bank, you did not get that type of return, okay? If you had money in a 401k, which of course is connected to paper, right? You are not getting that type of return. And this is the reason why we are, myself and many other leaders who are plugged into the money system, we're educating you. We're encouraging you to get on the winning side. Start winning and not being taken advantage of. You are in control. You have the opportunity to be educated about money, to be educated about assets, such as gold. And this is one of the best hedges of protection over these dollars here that you can have. So start saving in gold. Really simple, because this here is only $5. You simply exchange this liability for this, which is an asset. Exchange. You're not buying anything. You don't have to buy, and you will never buy anything. Why? Because everything you do connected to this money system is an income-producing activity. So you're winning with every action you engage in, period. Liability, asset. Winning, losing. It's just that simple. So here's the deal. Plugging into this money system does not require a credit card. It's free. $0 to plug into the money system. Is there a monthly fee? No, there is no monthly fee. No monthly fee. Winning. Hashtag winning. Go ahead and put that hashtag winning. For those of you who are plugged into the system already, your money is going up. Those who are not plugged into this money system right now, your money's value is going down. Okay? It's going down. So we invite you to get on the winning side. We're simply inviting you. It's not that we're like, you got to do this so that we can win. No, we want to share this with you so you can win. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. So get back with the person that shared this video with you. If they shared it with you, get back with them. If you're watching on my timeline or in a group and you're like, Lakeisha McKnight, what is this money system, this wealth building system truly all about? I can definitely share some information with you. And so more information is to come. I know tonight we do have a presentation at 9 o'clock p.m. So you might see a watch party come through again that may give you more details about this money system so you can become educated. It's all about education, family. We didn't get this going to college. We didn't get this going to graduate school, but you can get it now for free and get on the winning side. So again, Lakeisha McKnight here, your leadership specialist, your wealth mentor, wanting to see you win. You ready? I hope you are. Because right now, I'm preparing to exit because I want to be in position to share the presentation with many more of you. That's going to be happening at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You either can watch the stream that you're going to see, or you'll be able to tune in on the Zoom app by going to goldrocks.info. Again, goldrocks.info. You can go there and the presentation will be on the Zoom platform. So otherwise, I say thank you so very much for watching the Leadership TKO Live night show. I had to get this information out to you. Had to. So we'll be back tomorrow night for this night show at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until the next time, I do encourage you to think, to speak, and to live leadership. Good night, everyone, and God bless.